Alrighty, we want to get you started. I can't wait for this segment. We are giving you a little help in the kitchen. And look, I'm already excited to be putting on my apron. Thank you so much. I love this. We are here with Chef Tess, and it's from Tess Bakeresse. Like,
yes, Bakeresse.
Bakeresse, like princess.
Princess, absolutely.
I love that. You brought me a beautiful apron. I'm excited because this is such a simple idea.
It's fabulous.
A lot of times, you know, when folks come on, sometimes the meal's a little bit extravagant. I could never feel like I could do this myself.
Absolutely.
But this amazing lady, Chef Tess, is showing us how to make meals in a jar. How did you get this concept going?
Well, for me, I kept going to the grocery store and having to look at all the list of ingredients for things, and I wanted something that I could make at home that would still be cost effective, about $10 for my full family meal, and be easy to do, that anybody could do. So that's what this started out to being. It's just simple.
I love that, because as a working mom, you know, we want our kids to eat well. We want them to eat healthy, you know, meals, but we always don't have the time.
Right.
So what a great concept. I'm going to let you get on this side, because I feel like you like to work from the right, and I'm right with you there.
Ready to go.
So let's get started, because we're going to show you. Go ahead and get your notepad out and jot all this down. We have it on our Facebook page as well. Where can people buy these ingredients? Any grocery store?
Some of the things can be found at a grocery store. Most of the ingredients can be found at our store, Honeywell Farms. It's out in Chandler. It's 33 South 56th Street in Chandler.
Okay.
So very easy location.
So what do we need to start with? A jar?
A jar, and then we have some freeze-dried chicken here in the jar. Freeze-dried chicken, it's just a chicken. It's already cooked and chopped, nothing added.
So tell me what the freeze-dried portion is.
Freeze-drying process, that one is where it's dropped 50 degrees below zero, 97% of the moisture is pulled out, leaving 97% of the nutritional value. Everything is left in place. So it's just like eating chicken. I could eat it straight from the jar.
Really?
It wouldn't cause any problems with your digestive system.
I have to say, I don't think I've ever eaten freeze-dried chicken.
I bet you haven't even noticed. If there's anything shelf-stable you got at the grocery store that says anything freeze-dried in it, you've had freeze-dried technology. But this is individual ingredients that you can buy and make your own, which makes it so nice. It's super empowering.
All right, so I'm going to get, so we just need a nice mason jar like this.
Nice mason jar like this. And we have a cup and a half of freeze-dried chicken in there. And now we're going to have a tablespoon of each of garlic, dehydrated cilantro, and then spicy.
I love the spice.
Pepper flakes, because we're doing a spicy Thai chicken and peanut sauce.
I'm all about that. It doesn't matter what order?
Doesn't matter what order. But right now we're basically making the sauce. So if you wanted it less spicy for your family with your kids, you can use less of the pepper flakes. You can control every ingredient that goes into it.
And what's cool about this, I can do this with my kids.
Absolutely.
Because you make it like a little assembly line.
I do. We have a little assembly line on each of the lids. I write exactly how much of each ingredient goes into it. So then you're going to add a third cup of this to your jar. And it helps to have the funnel on there, because then nothing goes all over your counter.
Yeah.
That's going to be really important.
You were pretty smart in doing that. And what was this ingredient?
That is peanut butter powder. So it's peanut butter. So just like for a peanut sauce where you'd need peanut, that's it. So you're going to need 2 tablespoons of lemonade powder, like Country Time lemonade powder.
Okay.
Which is going to give it that tangy, sweet, really nice yin and yang thing to it.
Right.
Now this is a cornstarch, which is called Ultra Gel, and it doesn't need to be heated to thicken, so it's a really nice one. But also, if you were to end up freezing part of this, it would still stay thick after it was done.
Okay, so half
a cup of soy sauce powder. Now this, a lot of people have a hard time finding. I have found any of the Asian markets. That's okay.
There I go.
That's okay. So then what I do is I shake these dry ingredients down into the meat.
Okay.
And the more the more it's down in there, the more space you have for your rice.
Should I shake it each time?
I just do it, about halfway through.
And then
two-thirds a cup of dehydrated carrots, because this is going to have like a nice vegetable as well. Nutritionally, it's a good thing. So 2 of those. And then a third a cup of dehydrated onion.
Okay, I'm going to step it up a little bit faster.
What we're going to do is, because this is going to have the rice right inside the jar, so when I'm ready to make my dinner, that's what I do. I put a little baggie right inside the jar first, so it's just separate. So when I go to cook it, it's separate.
Oh, so the rice, perfect.
Right.
So put that in there before you add the rice.
And you're good to go. So then the rice, 1.5 cups. And then I just kind of like push it down and ease it into there. Make sure it goes in all the way so I have space for everything.
Oh my goodness, that looks so simple.
So then,
and how long will this stay on the shelf?
Now, if you use an oxygen absorber in there, it's going to be shelf stable up to 15 years, believe it or not, which is crazy.
And then I just add water to this.
All of it is just add water. So we cooked some up so you could see what it looks like here. Because that's the other thing I hear is, well, how is that going to be enough to feed my family? But that made this whole pan of the Thai chicken and the rice, and you just serve it up for dinner, and it's good to go.
Brilliant! Whoa!
Go, baby!
I love that. Go, baby. That's your next book.
Oh, yeah.
Go, baby. We did it in a jar. I love it. Okay, you have a lot more to come. We're going to give you some more ideas. Isn't she awesome? I told you she was awesome.